Hey, Whiskey fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
Today we have Fox and Oden straight bourbon whiskey. And this one is double oaked.
Foxy.
Batch 1 again.
Nice.
No, we had batch 2 on the straight bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Now this one is batch 1.
Cool.
It comes in at 49.5% or 99 proof.
Good 99 problems, but whiskey ain't one of them.
That's true.
So we have a little
clarification
on our first review, because there is no mention of a separation of company distinctions between the parent company of Joseph Magnus
and this one.
So they're owned by the same company, parent, but Nancy Fraley does not do anything with Fox and Oden.
That's correct.
Their stocks that they're getting from are completely separate. Yep. But you know what? She reached out to us and let us know, and so we want people to know.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Nancy, for clarifying.
What we have here is we're hoping something as fantastic as the batch 2 of the straight bourbon that we had. That was amazing.
I absolutely love that.
I loved it, but for the higher price point, I can't recommend it to somebody just for the price point, because I know what I would spend for something, and I would highly recommend it for myself.
Yeah, it's not inexpensive, but bourbon is no longer inexpensive.
True.
So the stuff that I used to love at $30, and you can regularly get stuff at $30, that price point is now more poking towards $50, $60,
yeah, somewhere
higher. So,
but the good news is that this from their website that will show a mix of 8 to 15-year-old barrels. Exact
18 to 15-year-old bourbon.
8 to 15.
Wow, cool.
That's the same as the first straight bourbon. Mm-hmm. And it's also the same mash bill mix of 21% rye and 36% rye. Don't know the percentages of how much. Sure. Just 2 mash bills.
That's kind of fun.
And the thing that I can't find on the website is how long it was in a double oak. So we're just going to guess. It looks darker.
It's significantly darker than the bottle I remembered first having. Unfortunately, I can't compare it to the batch 2 straight bourbon because we drank it.
Yeah.
Well, I may have done that. But I have high hopes for this just because I enjoyed the first one so much. So I think we should get into the nose and see what we can get.
Oh, and it was the same price.
Oh, yeah. It's a double oaked version of the first bottle, and they didn't increase the price, which is kind of nice.
Thank you.
Ooh. I'm getting really charred pencil shavings.
Oh, I'm not getting pencil shavings. Thank God.
You know when you have to... Do you ever in elementary school have to empty the pencil sharpener?
No, because I would be that jerk that would just do it even if it was full and then just shove the pencil in there to keep doing it no matter how hard it was.
Hi.
Why would I empty it? Because you create a mess and then you have to be the one to clean it up. But let's be real, the people that are watching this have no idea what we're talking about.
They're very young.
They're very young. They don't know anything
about
They're
not time travelers like we are.
No, they screwed in metal pencil sharpeners to the desk.
Yeah. It smells like pencil shavings to me.
Okay,
and it's that extra woody barrel on the back, I can tell.
I'm getting like a toasted wood.
I'm getting a charriness.
I get a char to it, but it's a char for me with almost like a brown sugar molasses char.
I'm getting wood. It's just so woody. It's hard for me to smell anything.
But the wood is almost reminding me like when you walk into Home Depot and then you know where they cut for you. Yeah, like that area, like the fresh cut.
It's not that young to me. That's more sappy. This is.
You're sappy.
Well, sometimes.
It smells good though. It's almost a little bit of an orange.
Do you get some citrus zest in there?
That's like an orange oil. You know that stuff that you would spray to clean, like furniture products? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's that. Not like straight up opening an orange. That's
intense.
Mm-hmm. Can I drink it now?
I am starting to get vanillas, so let's go into the palate. Cheers. Oh, interesting.
I might be in love at first sip. Let's go again. I like it. I love it.
Want more of it?
I do. But the thing is, it's not overly complex.
It's not.
It's got a lot going on. So it's only 99 proof, right?
Yeah.
It drinks higher than that, which is, it's got a nice little hug. It's an Indiana hug. Mm-hmm. They're friendly. But it has, so the slight orange oil that I was getting on the nose is that brightness that I'm getting on the palate, where it's not citrusy, but there's a nice brightness that I do get from some older MGPs.
So do I.
So it kind of makes me wonder, like, what the ratio is here, because I'm not getting that it's overly high rye. So I wonder if that 21-36 mash is more 21%. Because it's just slight baking spices, but it's not screaming at you with, like, almost spicy meatball. It's got a lot of tobacco on the finish for me. Yeah. And almost like leather, but like a leather belt. You know the inside of the leather belt? Where it's the soft part?
Where it's a little bit more raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting a heavy presence of that double barrel, but it's not as charry as I thought it was going to be based on the nose. It is just, here's some more wood, but don't worry, it's not acrid, it's not bitter, but it's like an extra helping for sure. Like you really taste it, but along with that, I'm getting dark molassesy notes, like burnt sugar notes that aren't burnt, but it's definitely caramelized sugars and molasses with that nice, not quite earthiness, but that tobacco
There's
note.
Tobacco to me, but it's almost kind of like the tobacco that's already been dried. Not the fresh where tobacco leaves where it's almost like tea.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's really pleasant and nice. But so when you said you get the wood and all that kind of stuff, I do too, but it's at the front for me. But it's weird. So how we're both describing similar like molasses and the sweetness and the tobacco and the leather.
The wood is totally on the front.
It is. But to me
it doesn't leave. But
yeah, but it's almost like I don't know if you're weird like me. Like when you're drinking something, you picture something.
Okay.
I'm picturing like a charcuterie board with all of the notes we're describing. So if you were to take that charcuterie board, wood included, that's what that bottle is.
It feels heavier to me.
Really?
Yeah. But I like that picture. A charcuterie board tends to be more Scotch for me. This is a really good bottle. I think
I like it.
This would be great in comparison to other double oak products. I think this is a good double oak. Yeah. And for people that find double oak to be too much and too offensive, this is really close to that border. I don't know if I could convince somebody that doesn't like double oak to like it, because it's super woody on the front.
And it doesn't have the sweeter components that you're thinking of. It's not
like, toasted marshmallow?
Yeah, no, and it's none of that. It's more darker, and I think that has to do with the older stock of barrels they have in here. And I think why I like this is because it takes what I really loved of the batch 2 and kind of amped up and highlighted the tobacco and all that kind of stuff.
You're not wrong.
So that's what it did. But it still has a slight that almost orange oil zestiness
in the front
that it keeps it in check from being too dark and villainous.
I think I like this finish of double oak more than other ones that go burnt.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That burnt.
Or they're using younger whiskey to fill out the faults. Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is pretty freaking solid. And the fact that they didn't increase the price, I kind of thank you for that.
Thanks.
A little bit more transparency across the bourbon.
Yeah. You don't have to give us all the schematics, right? Just something.
I'm proud of you. That was the correct word. So, what do you guys think about Fox and Oden? Give us your notes below, and while you're down there, hit that like button.
Tickle our fancies.
Subscribe to the channel if you like what we're doing, and turn on those notifications so you can join us in our next video. Well, I don't know about you, but I fancy this whiskey.
I fancy it, and it's all mine.
I thought so. Cheers.